State University Mankato, the Taylor Center, and Bresnan Arena. This personal safety announcement is brought to you by our MSU Security Department. In the event of an emergency requiring the building to be evacuated, please proceed up the stairs in an orderly fashion and out the nearest exit to where you are located. Should shelter need to be sought within the building, please proceed in an orderly fashion down the stairs to the lower level hallways around the bottom of the arena. If you require physical assistance, please notify one of the event staff personnel at this time. Thank you.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Minnesota State University Mankato. Our spring 2024 commencement is about to begin. Today's music is provided by our very own esteemed Department of Performing Arts and instrumentalists. Thank you. And thank you to our sign language interpreters for assisting us today as well. And we would like to take this opportunity to recognize that we live, work, and learn in the homeland of the Dakota people, whose language frames our name, Minnesota State University, Mankato. And now, please rise to meet our honor guard presenting our national colors. Please remain standing to meet our graduates from the College of Graduate Studies and the College of Education, preceded by our distinguished platform guests and the marching faculty. please join me in facing our American flag. Graduates, you may leave your mortar boards on if you choose. Members of the audience, you are invited to remove your hats and join in singing our national anthem led by our chamber choral ensemble. Please remain standing until the flags have been posted.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets would glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you all for sharing your talent with us today. Everyone may be seated. And now, the president of Minnesota State University, Mankato, Dr. Edward Inch.
Welcome, everybody. I hope you all take time to enjoy this special day. This is a day of accomplishment. It's a day of celebration. But probably most important, it's a day of celebration with your friends, your families, your professors, and all the staff members here that have worked with you to help accomplish the goal you set for yourself and its achievement that we celebrate over the next little bit. It's a special time, and I hope you're able to reflect on it, really enjoy it, and enjoy the ceremony. So welcome, everybody, to our Spring 2024 Commencement Ceremony. Our university's mission is carried out by a team of dedicated faculty and staff. So if you take a look to my right and to my left, you will see that representatives from our distinguished faculty, the Council of Deans, and the President's expanded cabinet. These people, working directly with you and indirectly behind the scenes, have played an important role in our graduate success. So faculty, deans, and expanded cabinet, would you please rise? And everybody, please join me in recognizing this outstanding team. You may be seated. One professor from each college serves as the faculty honor marshal for the platform guests. Today, the marshal for the College of Education is Dr. Tracy Peed, associate professor and chair of the Department of Counseling and Student Personnel. Dr. Peed, would you please stand to be recognized? Thank you. To my right is Dwayne McGaugh from KMSU Radio and our MC today, and he will also introduce each of our graduates. And finally, I'd like to introduce you to the Platform Party, who is joining me here on stage today. So Platform Party, would you please rise when I call your name and remain standing? And I would ask that our audience hold our applause until all names have been announced. Trustee Jim Grabaska, Minnesota State Board of Trustees. Dr. David Hood, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Peter DeHart, Associate Provost for Research and Dean of Graduate Studies. Dr. Jean Haar, Dean of the College of Education. Mr. Kevin Beisman, Director of Athletics. Dr. Brenda Flannery, Interim Vice President for Student Success and Engagement. Ms. Ann Gillespie, Vice President for Finance and Facilities. Mr. Mark Johnson, Vice President for IT Solutions. Dr. Henry Morris, Vice President for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Ms. Sherry Sargent, Chief of Staff and Vice President for Administrative Services. And Mr. Brian Zenz, Director of Alumni Relations. Please join me in recognizing the platform guests. And platform guests, you may be seated. Well, this is good. To all of our guests celebrating with us today, welcome to our university. We're glad you're here, and we're grateful for the support of our graduates. I've said it before, and I mean it when I say it, that no graduate who crosses the stage has crossed the stage by themselves. They've been supported, they've been prodded, they've been helped, they've been encouraged all along the way. And everybody in this arena today played a part of that opportunity that our students have had. And so I mean it when I say that each of you comes with a team, and that you and your team really have helped you prepare for this moment. So graduates, I'm truly honored to be with you as we celebrate your commencement from Minnesota State Mankato. And as you sit here, I hope you reflect on what your journey has looked like, the meaning that it has had for you, and all those things that have brought you to this moment where we all sit in an arena together to celebrate. Over the past few weeks, I've had lots of opportunities to reflect on my own as I walked around campus and got to engage in different kinds of activities and all of the year-end celebrations that showcase what our students, our faculty, and our staff bring to the university and community. And while the graduates were robing, so they probably didn't get to see it, the people in the arena did, all the video montage that showed what an active and engaged, inspirational year this class has had. I got to see incredible productions on our stages. I attended research showcases and lectures, wandered through our galleries, and watched our athletes achieve national success at the highest levels. You have all achieved so much, no doubt pushed and prodded and supported by the many people who are on your team to help you get here. Earning a degree is not easy. I'm sure you know that. You've come through difficult times, and it's not supposed to be easy. It is supposed to help you develop a deep understanding of what it is you are studying and learn how to apply it meaningfully to make your world a better place. That's why a degree is not supposed to be easy, and you persevered and overcame challenges, all the while building the connections and the relationship and met the obstacles that you faced head on, all to develop those skills, your knowledge, and ability to apply those in your world to make you not only a better person, but to make you a force in the future. Among the challenges you had to overcome, which I know you know, and perhaps the most significant one, was the pandemic. And for most of you sitting in this arena today, you didn't get to celebrate your high school commencement or something else along the line that you had to miss because we were in isolation. And you started programs here at a time of isolation where you didn't get to work with your faculty directly or the staff directly. And all of us, our undergraduates and graduates, went through a period where the thing that makes this community special was taken from us, and yet you persevered. You learned how to reach out, you learned how to connect, and that's important. You began programs here at a time where there was tremendous uncertainty. I think that says something about this class. To my core, building on what you have learned, I believe your future is bright, and I can't wait to see and read about what your big ideas are as you move into the world, exercising the skills that you have developed here. But it takes more than a big idea to change our world the ways it needs to be changed. So I hope your education and the passion you have brought to your studies will lead to the inspired actions that will impact our world in wonderful and positive ways. There is a lot that you can do. And I'm hopeful because I've already seen you doing many of the things I would look for in your future. From research and engagement that happens across our campus, as demonstrated in last month's month of research, from all of the internships, the teacher placements that you have engaged in, all the kinds of things that have highlighted your skills and your abilities, from our hockey players who supported and cheered on the local adapted floor hockey team, from our men's and women's basketball teams, each winning the NCAA Division II National Championship, making us the first school in 40 years to win both in the same season. That's an incredible achievement. And they did it all, yeah, I think that deserves a round. And they did it all while engaging in service learning projects and hugging and supporting and inspiring young fans. Because Mavericks do a little more than what's expected. From continuing to inspire educators to create equitable environment for learners with powerful events like Leading Courageously for Racial Equity Conference that you all sponsored. From a partnership with Delta to provide powerful opportunities for aviation students, from making personal one-on-one connections with local middle and high school students throughout the program, like Handball to You to University. There are endless more examples, and I know you've done much more than I have listed, but we're not going to be here all day. The point I want to make, though, is that beyond the core of your studies, you've gotten to exercise your passion, your abilities, and your skills that have engaged you, others around you, and have made our campus a better place. While you have been here, you've already started making a difference in the world, and that's the power in what you have accomplished. So as you leave this campus today, I have no doubt that your influence, your passion and spirit will positively shape your families, our communities, and every corner of the world. Your commitment to excellence will become an inspirational action that you take into your world. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. wrote in 1947 that intelligence plus character, that is the true goal of education. And I sincerely hope in your time here that we've equipped you with those tools to take the inspired action and pursue your goals for yourself and your communities. So as I mentioned, sitting on either side of you are the many educators who've been charged with providing you with those tools and helping you develop them and exercise them. Our faculty and our staff take very seriously our mission to support your educational journey. I would like to pause for a moment to recognize some of the faculty that have had some of the longest impact on your experience and your journey. And those are the ones who are retiring today. And I just would like to take a moment to celebrate what they have achieved for you. Throughout their careers, these are the educators that have worked to ensure our students were always on the leading edge. Thomas Peterson, who was supposed to retire this year, passed away a few days ago. He joined the university in 2008 and was an instructor in the aviation department. As an instructor, Tom was instrumental in helping grow the program and solidify its place as a top-tier educational option for new pilots. Dr. Jean Haar, please stand if you're here. We should be here. What am I thinking? Dr. Haar has served as the Dean of the College of Education, and after serving 14 years in that role, she's decided to retire. Jean has had a profound impact on the college, and I know you've all experienced that. Her innovative and forward-thinking passion has opened many new opportunities for students, including a completely online licensure program for undergraduates and graduates in special education and an online post-baccalaureate licensure program in elementary education. Groundbreaking, right? She oversaw the revitalization of the aviation program, increasing student enrollment from 40 students to the more than 600 today. Many students here today are here because of her forward-thinking leadership. So for both Jean and Tom, who have profoundly impacted and inspired our university by sharing their expertise and passion, thank you. You may be seated. Our faculty and staff inspire me because they bring so much to the experience that you get to go through. And I know that as you reflect, the power of those relationships, I hope they will resonate with you throughout your careers and throughout your lives. So as you reflect on your time here today, what you've learned, and who you are as a person and leader in our world, remember that your voice is powerful. You are an educated person, and that means that you have the capacity to understand multiple perspectives, to engage in dialogue and debate, to engage in conversation, to learn, to study, to ask. This is how we learn. This is how we make choices. This is how we improve our world. I say this because you are probably aware that there is a demonstration on campus over by the fountain. Students peacefully protesting, engaging in dialogue, engaging in advocacy are part of a university's core mission. They help our students understand and engage with differing points of view. All of that work helps us develop our own ideas, our own opinions, to inquire, to pursue. It's important that we understand the different perspectives of the different communities that you will engage in. Some will agree with you, some won't, but every opportunity is an opportunity to learn. So as you leave here today, please remember that your voice has strength. It has the strength to engage, to find ways to bring communities together, to explore different perspectives. That is what you get to do to positively inspire action. So graduates, congratulations. Your university stands solidly behind you as you begin your next great adventure. You make us proud. Take those inspired actions that will improve your families, your communities, all those around you. Make the impact in the world that you hope to see. We believe deeply in the opportunities in front of you and your abilities to manage those. Go Mavs.
Thank you, President Inch. And now please welcome from the Minnesota State Board of Trustees, Trustee Jim Grabowska.
Good afternoon. That was pretty weak. Good afternoon. It is a great afternoon. Look at this. This is awesome. This is why we're here. This is what the faculty do. This is what they live for. This is a great afternoon. My name is Jim Grabowska, and I serve as a trustee on the Minnesota State Board of Trustees. And on behalf of all of my colleagues, I offer our warmest congratulations to all of you who are graduating today from MSU Mankato. Now, we know that to get to this day, you've had to juggle work, family, community responsibilities, and some studies. We are so very proud of your dedication and your perseverance. We're confident that the education you received has equipped you well to be leaders in both your careers and your community, and we truly believe that each of you represents a hope for a bright and bold future for your families, for your community, for Minnesota, and for our world. Minnesota State is an interdependent network of vibrant colleges and universities committed to being a place of hope and opportunity for our students, no matter who they are or where they come from. Each of our colleges and universities contribute to an engaged, equitable, and productive society and serve as catalysts for social and economic vibrancy. All of us who are here celebrating with you today do so because we believe in the power of public higher education to change lives. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. I know that there are alums that are here today to support those who are graduating today. They believe in the power of public higher education. Today we celebrate because we believe that the outstanding, accessible, affordable, and relevant education that our colleges and universities have provided to you and thousands of others has never been more important. So as you move to the next stage of your life's journey, please know that just because you're graduating, you will never lose your connection to MSU Mankato. You will carry the mission of this institution with you no matter where you go, whether it's down the street, to another state, or across an ocean. So, Minnesota State University Mankato class of 2024, on behalf of all of the people who applaud your achievements, please accept my heartfelt congratulations on this important milestone in your lives.
Thank you, Trustee Grabowska. And now please welcome the Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Jean Haar.
Good afternoon. I'm excited to introduce our undergraduate student speaker, Madeline Kelly. From Minneapolis, Minnesota, Madeline is graduating with her Bachelor of Science in Aviation with an emphasis in aviation management. Aviation professor Chang Wang describes Madeline as a student who has consistently demonstrated excellence throughout her time at the university. Dr. Wang shared, her outstanding academic achievements are evident not only in her grades and class performance, but also in her ability to inspire and motivate her peers. Beyond the classroom, Madeline's application of aviation knowledge in real-world settings was exemplified during her internship at Delta Airlines, where she excelled in various projects and showcased dedication to her passion for aviation. As the president of the Aviation Management Club, Madeline exhibited exceptional leadership skills, creating a supportive and inclusive environment for fellow club members. As a representative of females in the aviation community, Madeline's presence not only highlights her resilience, but also serves as a beacon of inspiration, empowering others to overcome challenges and reach new heights. Please join me in welcoming our Spring 2024 undergrad commencement speaker, Madeline.
Thank you, Dean Haar. Hello, everyone. My name is Madeline Kelly, and I'm honored to serve as the undergraduate speaker for the College of Education. Welcome, family, faculty, and administrators. To my fellow aviators, leaders, counselors, and educators, welcome and congratulations. A special welcome and thank you to my parents, sister, grandparents, and my family and friends for supporting me throughout my college years. I would like to dedicate this speech to Professor Tom Peterson. He was the former faculty chair of the Department of Education and recently lost his battle with leukemia. I am forever grateful to have him as my advisor. Tom helped so many students in their aviation journeys. Fellow graduates, our lives are filled with decisions, deciding what major to pursue, which college to attend, who to surround ourselves with, or what jobs we take on. Whatever we do, the decision and the choice is ours. And that's what life is all about. My college story begins when I was just a child. Thanks to my grandpa who took me on flights in his aircraft, I fell in love with aviation at a young age. My love of flight was elevated through the aviation program called Young Eagles through the Experimental Aircraft Association, where pilots take kids in their single-engine aircraft to introduce them to the world of aviation. As a kid, I loved flying and looked forward to every flight I would go on, so it made sense when it came time to consider college that I toured Minnesota State University and the Mankato Regional Airport. That's when I fell in love with the university, and my next decision was solidified. If you would have told 18-year-old me that in my time here, I would have the opportunity to join student ambassadors, work as a community advisor in residential life, serve in executive positions in clubs and organizations on campus, earn scholarships and a spot on the dean's list, along with countless other volunteer and community activities, I would have looked at you sideways. During my time here, I've learned that I can make my own decisions in life. I have the freedom to decide what's best for me and what I want to do. But by making our own decisions, we face the consequences of tough decision making. Sometimes the decisions that we make don't align with who we are, or the decisions that we make didn't work out as well as we have hoped. While we can't go back in time and change the decisions that we make, the beautiful thing is that we can affect the future and make different decisions to lead us to what we want to do in life. So permit yourself to experience regret, but ensure you learn from those hard decisions. Make the decision that's right for you, for your life. If you feel like you're not in the right career field, city, friend group, job, or anything else, it's okay to change things up and do what makes you happy. Life should not just be about surviving. It's about living life to the fullest. Find your passion and take care of yourself. This is your life, and you get to decide. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Madeline. I am also pleased to introduce our graduate student speaker, Maya Prum. Originally from Union City, California, Maya is completing her master's degree in counseling and student personnel with an emphasis in mental health counseling. With a background in education and youth case management, Maya has worked to serve primarily BIPOC, LGBTQ+ youth experiencing homelessness. As a first-generation Black, Latina, and LGBTQ+ student herself, she is passionate about advocating for her communities. Her academic advisor, Dr. Tracy Rutherford Self, states, "It has been my privilege to be a part of her path and watch her continue to grow and develop. Maya is humble and soft-spoken, yet her voice speaks of passion and care for others in a way that commands attention while never demanding it. Maya is a student who is well respected and admired by her peers. I'm honored to have witnessed her continue to build a platform rooted in anti-racist and social justice practices, which will continue to reverberate through the profession. Maya demonstrates her advocacy by frequently speaking on the need to support intersectionally marginalized youth, most recently at the 2023 Minnesota Association for Children's Mental Health Conference, on WCCO News for the 2023 Transgender Day of Visibility, and at the 2022 QQuest Minnesota Youth Conference. Currently, she is contributing to research on serving marginalized youth with the Advocate Research Alliance, a collaboration with Child Trends, as well as serving as a clinical intern at Reclaim in St. Paul. Please help me in welcoming the spring graduate commencement speaker, Maya.
Thank you so much, Dean Haar, for that introduction. And thank you, Dr. R.S., for those words. Friends, family, esteemed faculty and staff, and graduating class of 2024, I am honored to speak to you on this momentous day. There are many significant milestones we can reflect back on, marking our road to this one. However, today I ask, what were the little moments that collectively brought you to where you are now? Maybe it was, as I've experienced, a smile from a new classmate who made you feel for the first time that you really belonged. Maybe it was your surprise when you found yourself going the extra mile on an essay, realizing, maybe I don't actually hate writing papers. I just needed to find what I was passionate about. Maybe it was a mentor, mom, partner, or professor who believed in you and encouraged you toward the impossible, like giving a big speech to hundreds of people. I imagine you too have experienced seemingly small moments that somehow meaningfully impacted you. Growing up as a low-income Black, Latina, and queer student, I never envisioned myself making it through all the barriers placed before my communities to graduate with even a bachelor's degree. So receiving the acceptance letter to begin my master's degree was one of the biggest moments of my life. Yet somehow, the much smaller moment that followed has been the one on my mind every day. After years serving LGBTQIA+ youth experiencing homelessness, I was heartbroken, leaving my clients to attend graduate school. However, I soon realized I myself had become the representation I had needed. I saw a reinvigorated fire in these amazing young people to pursue their dreams, college or otherwise. One particularly brilliant Black transgender boy who had endured so much said to me, "I never knew someone like us could be a therapist. Maybe I could too." This little sentence is largely what carried me through the hardships of completing this degree. It made me realize, just as the small actions of others have paved the way for us to arrive here today, so too have we, often unknowingly, sparked immense positive change. It's the simple interactions, relationships, and acts of kindness you thought went unseen. It's the small moments of bravery and advocacy in the face of injustice when you could have just walked by. The little impacts we make for our students, clients, passengers, and peers, even when we are unaware, cause ripples which affect communities across the world. The powerful catalysts allowing me to become one of Minnesota's few queer therapists of color are not just historic, large-scale actions of activism. They are also the small acts of advocacy and kindness I've received along the way. Today, be inspired by the little moments you've collected throughout this journey. As you begin this exciting new path, ask yourself, who do you want to be in your dull moments, in your tired moments? At times, you may question your power to do anything important or consequential with the resources you have, but keep heart in the day-to-day. The many individual connections we make culminate into lasting and meaningful change. Always remember, social justice, equality, and representation are won or lost in the everyday actions of ordinary people. Class of 2024, I congratulate you on your accomplishment, and I will not cease to believe in the power of our little moments in the days to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Madeline and Maya. And now Provost David Hood will introduce our honor graduates.
Congratulations, class of 2024. You will notice colored ribbons, medallions, and stoles distinguishing some of today's graduates. These are symbols of outstanding academic accomplishments. The significance of each symbol is explained in your printed program. Also, several graduates today are wearing honor medallions which signify high academic achievement. Will our cum laude graduate, with a cumulative GPA of 3.4 to 3.59, please stand to be recognized at this time. You may be seated. Will our magna cum laude graduates with a cumulative GPA of 3.6 to 3.79 please stand to be recognized? You may be seated. Will our summa cum laude graduates with a cumulative GPA of 3.8 and above please stand to be recognized? You may be seated. Please join me now in recognizing graduates who are members of the University Honors Program. Will those graduates please stand to be recognized? You may be seated. Please join me now in recognizing those who are first in their families to graduate from college. Will those graduates please stand to be recognized? You may be seated. We would also like to recognize both those in the audience and those graduating today who at some point in their lives have served the armed forces, or those who were just commissioned on yesterday who will start their service to this country. Will those individuals please stand to be recognized? To you, we say thank you for your service. President Inch, please join me as we welcome all our graduates. Graduates, please rise. President Inch, it is my privilege to present the candidates for graduate and undergraduate degrees in disciplines in the College of Graduate Studies and the College of Education. On behalf of the faculty, I certify these candidates have met all university, college, departmental, and undergraduate requirements and graduate requirements for the degrees to be conferred. President Inch, it is my pleasure to present to you the graduating class of Spring 2024.
Thank you, Provost Hood. By the authority vested in me by the state of Minnesota through the Minnesota State System Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you as appropriate Doctor of Education, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Science, Specialist, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science. So at this moment then, undergraduates, would you please move your tassels from the right to the left, indicating your new membership in the community of scholars. And graduates, before you are seated, I would like you to take a moment and think about those that helped get you to this point. Odds are some of them are in the arena around you. Would you please find them, and let's give our supporters all the appreciation we can. You may be seated. Provost Hood, will you please give the instructions for the walk across the stage?
Graduates, you will be ushered to the stage by today's commencement marshals. Please follow their directions to get your professional photo taken and to walk across the stage. Once you get on stage, please hand your name card to Dwayne, who will read your names as you cross the platform. After shaking the dean's hand, you will also pause for a photo with the president, and marshals will then direct you to exit the stage area. Students who are being hooded today, you may remove your mortarboards if you choose and leave them at your seat. Drape your hood over your left arm with the button facing your elbow. Marshals, please bring the students to the front.
And greeting our graduates from the College of Graduate Studies is Dr. Peter D. Hart. Associate Provost for Research and Dean of Graduate Studies. And from the College of Education is Dr. Jean Haar. Graduate students will be hooded on the platform by faculty from their areas of study. Sang Suvang, Doctor of Education. Julianne Pankow, Master of Science, College Student Affairs. Kevin Wu, Master of Science, College Student Affairs. Brielle Mead, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Crystal Watts, Master of Science, College Student Affairs. Sorry. Shupang Lee, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Master of Science, Amy Joseph, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Kalia Lee, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Maddie Hellerud, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Carissa Wishnock, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Eden Javens, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Jake Scardili, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Adam Jacoby, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Cassidy Hartman, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Carly Gassaway, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Riley Dewis, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Maria Wilner, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Isabella Kleibau, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Brant Nye, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Thomas Carlson, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Matthew Erpelding, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Megan Lee, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Georgia Illa, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Maya Prime, Master of Science, Student and Counseling and Student Personnel. Caitlin Gooch, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Amy Godibai, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Annika Degner, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Alyssa Downs, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Amelia Fiffner, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Caitlin Rogotsky, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Caitlin Reinhardt, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Jess Jost, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Hannah Redmond, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. China Vang, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Kate Stein, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Morgan Olson, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Jaden Moore, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Aaron Kingland, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Luke Montgomery, Master of Science, Counseling and Student Personnel. Jessica Bussey, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership. Maria Renee Grigsby, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership. Eric Hudspeth, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership. Kadra Hussein, Doctor of Educational Leadership. Sarish Jones, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership. Jen Westmoreland, Doctor of Education, Educational Leadership. Ryan Gruch, Specialist, Educational Leadership. Kathleen Kimani, Specialist, Educational Leadership. Leah James, Specialist, Educational Leadership. Rosemary Rink, Specialist, Educational Leadership. Megan Jones, Specialist, Educational Leadership. Courtney Norman, Specialist, Educational Leadership. Annie Cuddy, Master of Science, Educational Leadership. Sarah Gilman, Master of Science, Educational Leadership. Karina Moreno, Master of Science, Educational Leadership. Kayla Campanelli, Master of Science, Educational Leadership. Rashid Hajir, Master of Science, Educational Leadership. Thomas Zinselmeyer, Master of Science, Educational Leadership. Alicia Hines, Master of Science, Elementary Teaching. Brittany Teachout, Master of Science, Reading. Macy Peterson, Master of Science, Reading. Kelsey Ross, Master of Science, Reading. Amber Christman, Master of Science, Elementary Teaching. Melissa Watson, Master of Science in Elementary Teaching. Bethany Stiles, Master of Science, Elementary Teaching. Michaela Nordby, Master of Science, Elementary Teaching. Madison Larson, Master of Science, Elementary Education. Timothy Cahoon, Master of Science, Elementary Teaching. Joanna Runyon, Master of Science, Elementary Teaching. Kayla Moberg, Master of Science, Elementary Teaching. Heather Toten, Master of Science, Elementary Teaching. Maggie Haw, Master of Science, Elementary Education. Mika Pedro, Master of Science, Elementary Education. Alyssa Nygren, Master of Science, Elementary Education. Isabella Chervinska Steele, Master of Science, Elementary Teaching. Shelby Ristow, Master of Science, Elementary Education. Mary Beth Ostrom, Master of Science, Elementary Education. Sarah O'Connell, Master of Science, Elementary Education. Angie Kennedy, Master of Science, Elementary Education. Clara Weiser, Master of Science, Reading. Sierra Anderson, Master of Science, Elementary Education. Marcus Fisher, Master of Science, Elementary Education. Morgan Lozier, Master of Arts in Teaching, Education. Aaron Japs, Master of Arts in Teaching, Education. Samantha Roden, Master of Arts in Teaching, K-12 Visual Arts Teaching. Heather Schneider, Master of Science, Education Technology. Katie Hanna, Master of Science, Educational Technology. Shakira Swanson, Master of Science, Educational Technology. Melissa Wolf, Master of Science, School Library and Information Studies. Anastasia Wieland, Master of Science, School Library and Information Studies. Ethan Black, Master of Science, Teaching and Learning. Kabao Yang, Master of Science, Teaching and Learning. Ashley Davis, Master of Science, Teaching and Learning. Christina Coleman, Master of Science, Teaching and Learning. Taylor Umhofer, Master of Science, Special Education. Amy Cotton, Master of Science, Special Education. Victoria Bayless, Master of Science, Special Education. Paisley Jones, Master of Science, Special Education. Heather Johnson, Master of Science, Special Education. Ann Venny, Master of Science, Special Education. Maria Beltran, Master of Science, Special Education. Tori Helgeson, Master of Science, Special Education. Shaylin Selgado, Master of Science, Special Education. Rebecca Stuffies, Master of Science, Special Education. Elizabeth Runquist, Master of Science, Special Education. Portia Schusted, Master of Science, Special Education. Allison Shaw, Master of Science, Special Education. Elizabeth Den, Master of Science, Special Education. Marissa Nab, Master of Science, Special Education. Paula Broughton, Master of Science, Special Education. Jennifer Knutson, Master of Science, Special Education. Christy Napton, Master of Science, Special Education. Anna Ferris, Master of Science, Special Education. Emma Gormez, Master of Science, Special Education. Gloria Estrada, Master of Science, Special Education. Holly Rodall, Master of Science, Special Education. Kelsey Vogt, Master of Science, Special Education. Sandra Malo, Master of Science, Special Education. Amy Stone, Master of Science, Special Education. Bridget Dean, Master of Science, Special Education. And now greeting our undergraduate students from the College of Education is Dean Jean Haar. Madeline Kelly, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Ryo Zane Bowen, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, cum laude. Garrett Whetstone, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Thomas Purfirst, Bachelor of Science, Aviation, magna cum laude. Shubham Ranjan, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Zoran Aman Bonda Ondanti, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Gabriel Gilbertson, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Dylan Bruns, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Basil Kamshay, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Carl Murphy, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Jacob Hallen, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Peyton Grotus, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Haley Foss, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Ben Baumgardner, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Leighton Carr, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Addison Diley. Connor Spanier, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. William Hohenstein, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Joseph Albright, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Trevor Olaf, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Simon Kuski, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Jack Klemek, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Basil Ashim, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Joshua Landgrath, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Jack Holman, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Stephen Podratz, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Hunter Goldberg, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Dylan Taubert, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Kevin Angera, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Thomas Eisbrand, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Ian Kirk, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Max Janitz, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Braden Weinberg, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Alicia Franzen, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Nick Lawrence, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Evan Mark James Taylor, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Grace Ackerman, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Jeremy Dunlop, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Braden Lindsay, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Benjamin Leafblad, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Caden Wilson, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Will Mason, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Bjorn Sather, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Charlie Roskus, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Jeffrey Skyme, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Zachary O'Brien, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Caden Factor, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Rishab Bhattacharya, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Connor Clark, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Levi Bauer, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Dylan Warner, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Catherine Stella, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Emily Peterson, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Jacqueline Little, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Drew Sowell, Bachelor of Science, Aviation and Geography. David Tan, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Sean Wright, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Jacob Hansen, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Trenton Eberhardy, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Tucker Williams, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Hong Tek Oh, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Sang Woo Kim, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Chisung An, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Ruth Gabor Michael, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Zachary Self, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Alexander Hamlin, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Marley Pierce, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Khalid Al-Rafari, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Ahmed Agalmi, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Salman Al-Nassar, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Mashari El-Khattabi, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Andrew Kangata, Bachelor of Science, Aviation. Joey Batt, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Megan Wynn, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Chloe Schmidt, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Brianna Johnston, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Marissa Ellenbecker, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Kelly James, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Hunter Goebel, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Emma McLeese, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Megan Miller, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Rachel Troutman, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Benjamin Grubner, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Madison Chelmo, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Mackenzie Hoffman, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education and Dance. Madison McKinley, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Kylie Yang, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Olivia Claudic, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Ellie Robbins, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Trista Herring, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Taylor Waldruff, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Lillian Heim, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Hannah Schwab, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Sabrina Solonik, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Claire Queensland, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Riley Thompson, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Haley Rudd, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Tiffany Schmidtke, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Megan Ilias, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Naomi Delgado, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Kennedy Messenberg, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Quinn Ellingson, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Courtney Whips, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Jade Floyd, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Britta Peterson, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Amber Lovely, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Jerica Zierman, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Maxine Gerke, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Taylor Byrol, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Madison Krieger, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Caitlin Erickson, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Sydney Freeges, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. McKenna Theobald, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Isabella Precht, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Cassandra Carlson, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Lauren Dahlstrom, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Rose Nikkinen, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Zoe Swerdlick, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Kaylin Anderson, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Rosie Lucio Herrera, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Caitlin Christensen, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Madison Whitted, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Aaron Conway, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Britta Powell, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Isabel Folkerts, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Abby Alderman, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Keely Westley, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Danielle Benson, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Addison Olson, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Anissa Hanna, Bachelor of Science, Elementary and Literacy Education, and Elementary Education. Jade Costello, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Aaliyah Frank, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Alexis Milbrat, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Nicole Dwinell, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Lexi Thomas, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Molly Mosher, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Ariel Bannister, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Abigail Shirk, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Brooklyn Fahey, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Alyssa Lean, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Nathan Soltis, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Chang Kuth Wee, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Jessica Colliard, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Emily Scholl, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Lindsay Cortez, Bachelor of Science, Special Education. Abigail Calkins, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Mason Fries, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Hannah Garies, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Cindy Walker, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Asia Dugas, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Taylor McNulty, Bachelor of Science, Special Education, Academic and Behavioral Strategist. Well, with this ceremony, graduates, you will transition from being Minnesota State Mankato students to now members of the Minnesota State University Mankato Alumni Association. And at this time, I would like to invite Mr. Brian Sins, the Director of Alumni Relations, to say a few words.
Congratulations, Mavericks. Just a couple minutes ago, you all transitioned from being a student here at Minnesota State Mankato to being part of what we call the Maverick Network. And that is a group of alumni 135,000 strong who proudly call themselves Mavericks. This network has been watching your progress and stands ready to support you for the rest of your lives. But first, we would like to honor the alumni who have preceded you in this journey. Parents, grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, friends, any and all Maverick alumni in attendance, please stand at this time to be recognized. To all of you, we say welcome home. It is always great to see you here on campus. Graduates, we know you are eager to begin the next chapter of your journey, but before you do, I'd like to ask you a favor. Please follow the example of those we just recognized by coming back to this campus early and often. MSU will forever be a part of who you are, and we will always be happy to see you here. The Alumni Association applauds the hard work that brought you all here today, and we look forward to seeing how your big ideas and real-world thinking will positively affect our future. The Minnesota State University Mankato Alumni Association is honored to welcome you all as its newest members. Congratulations and go Mavericks!
Not sure if I can top that. Well, we're about to close. But there are a couple things that I think we ought to chat about before we end this. First is, I do want to recognize one more time a person that has been incredibly influential in this college and therefore all of your experiences, and that is Dean Haar. A remarkable, remarkable job over a 14-year career here. So thank you, Gene. That's the lifeblood of this place. I started the ceremony by reminding us that you don't walk across the stage alone, because you have us here to support you. You have 135,000 living alumni to support you. But I also want to say that we take great pride in your accomplishment. We take great pride in making today a very special day. And so if you've been studying on campus recently, you know that the grounds crews have made this place amazing. You may not know that people for the last several days have been making this auditorium amazing. And people that have helped usher you into your seats, help manage everybody coming in so that we all have this incredible experience. That is something very special. So to everybody that did everything from video, making sure this place is spotless, to making sure our grounds are amazing, thank you. And now, graduates, platform party, faculty, and administrators, please stand. That's everybody. And once more, would everyone else please join me in congratulating our newest graduates from Minnesota State University, Mankato. And with that, we have concluded our ceremony. So let the recessional begin. Go Mavs. Go be amazing.